What's going on, guys? Venatix here. Welcome back to the channel. I got a video today based on the best team-based operators in Rainbow Six Extraction. Some of the best combos that you can pull off with some of your friends or with randoms. Things you want to synergize with each other that just make sense, make it an overall easier time for you to complete your missions. Now, Rainbow Six Extraction has only been out for a few days now. I've had access for it for about a week, a little over a week, because I was able to get some early access keys to play the game. As you can see, I've already 100% of New York City, San Francisco, Alaska, and I just barely started to get into the New Mexico Truth or Consequences. And you can see operator wise, I have quite a few leveled up. Ella, Pulse, Finka, Lion, Vigil, IQ, and Rook are already max level 10, and then I've been working on Doc, who is now level 6. Now, majority of the time I'm playing on severe or critical difficulties. As you've probably seen on my channel on live stream, that's about all you're going to find on there. So if you want tips, tricks, guides, or just gameplay like that, where it's intense, full stealth tacticalness, make sure to check out some videos on my channel. Now, earlier I made a video on some of the best operators to play solo. This one's going to be about squads, some of the best combos, some of the ones that are going to make it very easy for you to complete missions, especially if you are struggling. The first things first, if you're already struggling, I definitely recommend lowering the difficulty and then maxing out at least 1 or 2 characters, so that way you're very comfortable and familiar with the game at that point. But when it comes to team-based combos, I think a no-brainer to make things easier for you is to have a Doc, a Rook, and then add whatever combo you want best. Now, what I think one of the strongest combos, which means you should probably never die, barely take any damage, is going to be Doc, Rook, and Finka. Now, here's why. If you didn't know, Doc obviously is a healer, and you can have up to 5 stim boosts, which heal you 30 each time. Imagine if Doc is the only person grabbing the ability pickups. He's going to keep everybody topped off the entire time. No worries whatsoever. Then if you go to someone like Rook, if you haven't played Rook, he allows to drop an armor pack of plates for your teammates. He starts with armor automatically and then places 2 plates on the ground, which then allows you and your other teammate, or sorry, the teammates, to pick them up. And now just like that, everybody's got armor and everybody is protected and then has extra health from Doc. Now you throw Finka into the mix, and Finka is then going to give you temporary health boosts, revivals, and increased ADS speed whenever you guys need it and you get into a situation where you're starting to take a lot of damage, or you think you're going to start taking a lot of damage. You guys are going to be taking no damage at all because you have so much temp health. Even more temp health when Finka uses her ability, if you didn't know, Premium Boost, gives you a health boost, a flat health boost, and a bunch of other stuff as well if you didn't really know. Now, that's just one combo, some of the best team-based operators that I can think of. Now, if we go back and look at some of the other operators here, if you put Doc and Rook together with just about anybody, I'd say go with Ella. The reason why I say Ella, and I think she's also one of the strongest solo operators to play as, is because she has these ridiculous Grismot mines, or however you say it, which are basically sticky proximity mines. As you can see right here, if you haven't used her already, you grab this, and then you chuck it onto the floor, and it stuns the enemies around it. That's right, not just one enemy, all of the enemies. And then that, just at level 2, her stun duration is increased to 10 seconds long. This works on all enemy types, literally Apex, Tormentors, Smashers, etc. They will be stunned, allowing you to assassinate these guys and take them out fairly easily. So if you have a Doc and a Rook giving you the armor and giving you the temp health, and you got Ella for the damage and the stuns, what more do you need? It's honestly one of the best combos in the game. But say you don't need damage and you just want to look cool, or say you don't want to run drone and you want to run explosives, and so you don't have a way to scout out the area, that's where I say grab Lion. Lion, phenomenal. As you knew already, he has a drone ability. He basically looks at his like little tablet, wrist tablet, and then he can just scan everybody around him, see where everybody is in a small area, as you can see right there. Now, of course, as you level them up, the cooldown gets decreased and the area of it gets larger, and then eventually it'll be able to scan them permanently, or almost permanently. You know, it's all temporary, but you know what I mean. Like for a much longer time, they will stay scanned. Very, very strong combination. Now, however, I do like Vigil. Now, if we were to say we didn't want to play Doc and we didn't want to play Rook, what would actually be a good combo besides that? Now, this is where I say Vigil is a no-brainer for me. Vigil is the guy who can go invisible and can also make his teammates invisible if he's max level at level 10 here, which is called Local Disruption. He allows to make his entire team go invisible, which is just perfect for any situation where things are getting out of control, or where you just need to go stealth and assassinate a few people. Well, he can make everybody go invisible. Huge. He's perfect for solo play, perfect for squad play. Now, another person that's amazing for squad play who wants to be a really good support and help people out is IQ. I wouldn't necessarily say she's the best for solo play, because her ability is basically just pointing out where react equipment is. As you can see here in this little video, You can kind of look through walls and things will pop up like this, like, oh, there's an ammo, there's a med kit, there's an ability charge, etc. Now, of course, as you level her up, as you can see here, eventually it'll be able to detect lurkers and smashers, even if they are invisible, and then detect apexes and proteins while using the Spectre, regardless of cloaking ability. So it is very, very possible, as you can see, spores, sour mines, arc spines, and nutrient nodes, etc. can be very good based off of the missions that you will be running through in your subzone. She might come in handy at all times based off of what she can see here, as you can see, based off of what missions you get. So IQ, I think, honestly, fantastic person to have on a team. I don't think she's going to be the one necessarily carrying, of course, unless the player who's playing as her is really good at the game, because she does have an LMG, but I'm not the biggest fan of it because it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Versus this guy right here, though, the 5.52 Commando, is a phenomenal weapon that I find myself using all the time. Because look at the damage, 48 damage with a capacity of 30. Spray pattern, not terrible. And then a fire rate pretty fast. But then this one definitely shoots faster, but does 11 less damage with a slightly bigger magazine. But it takes much longer to reload than this. I feel like you're mag dumping only into like apexes and tormentors. Everything else is pretty easy to kill 1 or 2 shots if you hit him in the weak spot. I think IQ definitely falls in line with a really, really good teammate, as well as Finka, because as we've already discussed, she can health boost her entire team no matter where they are. She does not have to be next to them to do that, and she can also revive them if they're kind of downed. You can just use her ability. It revives them right back up just like that. Now, some of these other ones are pretty good in my opinion, like Gridlock, only good in situations where you have to defend, like Sabotage or the... not triangulation, with a seismic scans, right? We have to go find the like scanner and then step on the pads. This is where Gridlock could become useful because you're defending areas and she can throw her track stringers on the ground. But again, you can just play Ella in that regards. I don't know. It doesn't seem... There's just so many operators that just outweigh other operators. And then of course, when your operator lacks something, what do? Just come in here and grab something that just complements them, like a stun grenade or a frag grenade or a nitro cell. Definitely just helps you stay alive and win everything much better. Now, I am curious to hear your guys' opinions, if you thought some of these combos were good, some of these combos are bad. Obviously, I have not leveled everybody up yet. I still plan on leveling Doc to max, probably going to do Alibi next, even though I'm not a big fan of her MX4 Storm. I think it just has too big of a kit, shoots too fast, and doesn't do a crap ton of damage. But I am interested in trying out this AC-12. Now, I'm not a big fan of shotguns, but this one is fully automatic with a round drum of 30, so I am kind of tempted to use that and see how it goes. And I do like her ability. The only thing I don't like about it is that it will cause the enemy Archeans to howl, and I wish it wouldn't. I wish it would just attract them, but not howl. But sometimes when you throw them, they are going to end up howling, which just ruins your stealth altogether and starts having those nests grow enemies. Anyways, guys, make sure to check out the other videos you haven't already. We got some of the best operators, team base, solo base, some critical gameplay, lots of critical playthroughs, and then some Maelstrom protocol. We hit gold very first try. Not too proud of that because I believe we can get platinum easy, and then diamond I can see definitely being a challenge, but we've only tried it once. Plan on playing it some more, and that'll be all here on the channel, including live streams. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.